From 17 once again. This is from my live playthrough, and somehow, somewhere, I'm blaming it when I made the transition from my laptop that broke to my new PC. This video didn't get uploaded, and there's actually 2 videos that I missed. It could be because I did some co-op with Aiden, it could be a few things, I'm not entirely sure, guys, but I am sorry, and I was hoping that somebody might have spotted it before, but you know, my number 1 Finnish subscriber managed to bring it to my attention, and I checked on my hard drive, and I had it, so that's why I'm doing this, to bring it to you, so thank you for that, dude. This will now be a complete playthrough, and I'm just stunned that nobody spotted it. Because as lazy as it sounds, guys, I do use Yaw to kind of moderate some of my stuff. And every so often I do make mistakes, and it can be difficult to spot them when you upload as many videos as I do. So I do need as much help as I can get. Which is why if anybody's ever picked out, you know, a spelling mistake or something grammatically wrong in a title, I'm always grateful for it. You don't have to worry about being pedantic. If it's in a description and there's a lot of videos, that's a little different, but for the most, if you see something wrong, point it out, because I want to try and make the best content I can, and there's nothing worse than having, you know, something silly. And I'm running around in human form, aren't I? Yeah. Look at that guy. Eagle shield, Havels, gargoyle helm, and a lightning spear. That is not a dude you want to co-op with. That is somebody who is not very good at the game. But yeah, running around Anor Londo on a live playthrough in human form. I wonder if I'm wanting to be invaded. Because this is very dangerous, guys. This is really dangerous. Oh, I remember this. Oh, no, I don't. I've still got my Uchigatana. So, this is before I did the co-op and got stuck in the painted world. Ah, I get it. I get it. Because I've given this weapon to Aiden, and he still has this weapon. He has a plus 15 Uchi, completely free. And when I gave it to him, he even unlocked an achievement, which is hilarious. But as you can see, I'm coming up against the Royal Sentinels inside the Cathedral of Anor Londo, the Palace of Anor Londo. I'm not entirely sure what this building is. It's cool, whatever it is, and I do wish there was more of them. But that goes back to my Dark Souls comment on I wish some of the areas were bigger, because this is one of the coolest looking environments in the game, with some of the cooler enemies. But it's very short, and it's very small. You could have been running around an entire kingdom. Anor Londo could have been as big as this game, and I would still have loved it. Not too many archers would have been my preference, but you never know. Does the falling attack for 358 damage. This weapon is worthless against the sentinels. And he's trying to heal, cheeky bastard. But what you're going to be seeing in these next 2 videos is, unfortunately, not live commentary. I'm going to be picking up Smough, so that might explain why I'm in human form. I'm going to be summoning him for Ornstein and Smough, probably. Which I didn't need to do, but I wanted to. And my life does look kind of low for this point in the game, considering I usually pump vitality, and I believe my reasons given were that I was trying to do different things in this playthrough. I was trying to go against the grain. I was trying to, you know, focus on other things. Look at these. Ton of people wanting to do some. That guy's dressed up as a Sunbro, and he has a Dark Knight sword. That guy's Ornstein's armor with the Gravelord sword. So a couple of new game pluses, probably quite high levels. Looking to do some co-op. But I have never summoned another human being on this game except for once. And that was Wasted Pixel when he muled me. That is the only time I've had another person in my world who was friendly. Everything else has been invaders. But this is Ornstein and Smough. I'm pretty comfortable with this fight. You'll notice this is pre-patch, because I'm wearing the gauntlets of Havel, and I'm flipping around, which is something that I would need much more stats to do in the post-patch that we are on now. Is it 1.5? Solaire is pulling Smough for me while I take on Ornstein. I'm using the katana, which is an interesting choice, and it's actually doing a lot more damage than I thought, but I think the reason it's doing so much against Ornstein is because he's a pansy, and because my dex is high. So, yeah, that's... Because the funny thing is, guys, I'm actually doing a soul level 1 playthrough. I'm soul level 4, so I failed that, but it's the starting level of the class I picked, so technically it is, you know, soul level blah. And I don't have a pyromancy glove because the guy doesn't have one. And... oh no, sorry, that's bullshit. I have a pyromancy glove which I've upgraded to a ridiculous amount just in case I started to struggle, and I don't have any attunement slots. Which I just thought were brilliant, because there's here me thinking, I could do any of these bosses if I were going to spam pyromancy, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be above that, and I can't even do it if I wanted to. So, I'm on Ornstein and Smough. I'm using the giant blacksmith hammer, and I've got my level 4 character. And this katana is doing more damage than that hammer, which I know these guys are quite resilient to lightning, and it is a lightning weapon. Goodness me, how does that miss? I don't understand the hit detection on Smough's hammer, it's very strange. One thing I do know though is if Smough hits you on full life on my playthrough, when he's Super Smough, it's a one-hit kill with pretty much every hit, which is kind of stupid unless you get scraped. And I am going to record it when I beat him. I've just not played Dark Souls in a while, so I got beat up a little bit. I got to Super Smough twice, and both times I got hit by that lightning on his bum stomp when I was nowhere near him, because I do believe that that is one of the most bullshit detection attacks in this game. But there's plenty more Dark Souls content going to be coming to the channel, guys, because I want to do boss analyses of all the bosses. I'm probably going to try and do the 30-second series on all the bosses, and I might even do another playthrough, but I'm not too sure. If anyone's got any suggestions of what they'd like to see outside of PvP, because I've got the PvP covered. I spent all of yesterday editing, and I've edited about 20 videos of nothing but PvP, and each of them about 20 to 40 minutes long. So anybody who's been missing watching the player versus player stuff, I have everything ranging from my time in the Colosseum to dark mooning with an overpowered build, to when I was very first in the Forest Coven getting my ass completely annihilated by black prisoners. And I don't use the term black prisoners to insinuate that black people are all criminals. I use it as in a reference to prison rape, and obviously a black prisoner would do more damage than a white prisoner for obvious reasons that if you're old enough to understand, I'm not going to explain. But this is the Lord Vessel, this is Tits McGee. I don't think I pop a titty with an arrow, but I probably should. Because that's how you know that this game was designed by a man, because there is no way that this bitch could probably even stand up. She would have lower back problems, she would probably have problems walking, she would not be able to run, and in fact she probably can't even sit up, because they're that heavy, they're that large, they're that, you know, they're not exactly ergonomically designed to fit in, and the fact that her head's massive as well, you know, she's pretty much screwed. What the hell am I doing? I was probably saying something very interesting on the video, and now apparently I'm dancing. I'm dancing a lot. What is going on? Oh, live commentary out of context. Oh, I'm probably explaining that I'm going to pop one of her tits. Yeah, no? No? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. What am I doing? Oh, gosh, I'm ashamed of this. Come on. What's happening? Oh, no? I'm probably saying I want to pop a titty, but I don't want to make Dark Anor Londo because I hate Dark Anor Londo. Need chest. Very funny. Imminent holding with both hands. That's pretty good. Oh, do I make a funny message? This is probably what I'm doing, guys. I'm probably being insane and making a whole bunch of jokes about a message I could put down. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just doing some interior decorating. Amazing chest ahead. Very funny. Bunch of comedians. And the best thing about that message, when I first read it, I was actually looking for a chest. I was thinking, where the hell is this weapon that I have missed that everybody says is so good? And then I realised I'm a moron. But level 53, there's my stats. 32 dex, which is pretty high for this character considering everything else is not. No faith, no intelligence, no resistance. No one likes resistance. Bit of attunement. Am I contemplating putting the Ring of Favour and Protection on? I'm not too sure what I'm doing. Tell you what I'm not doing, and that is finishing the suite I've got. Because in between the commentaries when I'm setting up the next one to do, I'm sucking on a insert rude thing here. It is a chocolate lime, if anyone's ever had them. They're not the most, you know, mouth-watering of desserts, but they're quite addicting, and I've got a couple of them. And this one's took me about 2 hours now, because every time I do a video I take it out, because I refuse to be the guy that does a commentary with something in his mouth. And I don't know if you've listened to anybody who's either eating or chewing gum, but that is probably the most annoying thing ever. It really is. That's probably like the cherubs trying to play with God's beard, and God's just not in the right mood, and he's just like, I've told you once, I've told you twice, don't play with the beard, and they're still doing it, they keep doing it, they get it caught in the harp, they get it caught in the bow, and he's just like, just fuck off! I'm God! Give me some privacy. That's the most annoying thing. This is probably the second most annoying thing. I don't understand why they do it. Why would you just not wait? But that's the same people that eat with the mouth open. Have you ever come across that guy? Or that girl? Jesus Christ, it makes me want to soccer kick him in the jaw. And the only reason I say soccer kick is not because I'm trying to be American, it's because I watched far too much Pride. Because I believe that sport is football, because you actually, you know, touch the ball with your foot. But we're back to the Firelink Shrine. This is the Crestfallen Warrior, keeper of the Crestfallen Sword that all the forums love to talk all the shit about. Oh, the Crestfallen Sword. That is good old Frampt. What are we doing? God, I wish I had the fucking commentary. It would make this so much simpler instead of me watching it like David Attenborough watches a turd.
Was it you
who rang the bell of awakening?
primordial serpent?
Yeah, we're talking to Frampt.
Close friend of the great Lord Gwyn.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it, where he got the face dreadlocks from?
I wish to elucidate
Who designed that? Who thought that
and the very reason
if he had a mustache, a handlebar mustache, it'd be pretty epic? But everyone was like, well, we can't give him the handlebars because he can't grow hair. He's a serpent, and the serpents are scaly, don't have paws, don't sweat, don't have ears, don't have eyes, don't have anything. They're just, you know, imaginary. We'll give him facial dreadlocks. And I'm getting fancy with the camera here for some reason. The best one about this is if you rotate the camera behind Frampt, it actually pulls out because the camera is physical in this game, and it clips on him, so it forces the camera behind him. And it's actually pretty cool. I mess around with the hood off a lot to try and get some good shots to edit into things, so I can have little vignettes before I make videos, because I just like doing stuff like that. I wish every game had a ghost cam. I wish you could pause any game at any moment and ghost cam around. Because if you could, I would make so much machinima, it'd be ridiculous. And for the people less inclined, machinima is animated films from games. It's nothing to do with Machinima Respawn or anything like that. Oh wow! Take that, Easter Bunny. You notice I looks a little bit like a penis? I know guys think about very little things in this life, but one of them is penises, hence why we draw them, hence why we find them really funny. But he kinda does. A smiling cock and balls. And I'm probably saying something extremely intellectual right now that's making everybody fall in love with me, but I can't remember, so I'm just going to continue with the dick jokes. There's the Lord Vessel going down. Like a boss, like your mom. And I'm watching the cutscenes. Why am I watching the cutscenes? Look how big that dish is. Where did he pull that from? And the world was saved because the giant cereal bowl. I don't know why he even bothers using that katana when he's got the giant godly bowl of doom. I mean, look at it, it even glows. It's like the Olympic flame. It's the Olympic flame that's capable of doing the... Oh, is it Blasting Zone on Final Fantasy VIII? The crazy, like, fucking lance of light that Squall slams down on dudes. But there is the Lord Vessel getting rid of Gwyn's magic, or getting rid of the Wall of Custard, as I call it. Either that or the Covings, you know. The Covings ran out of energy and come out of Super Saiyan form. I'm still in human form. What am I doing? Humanity is important, but not this important, Chris. You're just asking to be invaded. I must have been in a real invade. Look, he's a penis! It's not even just me. Look at him! It's like monsters of cock. Those white girls never knew what hit them. Like Muller Rice. And are we warping? We're warping. So I believe we're going to be making our way towards the Dark Root Garden. Mainly because I know the next video is me attempting to do some PvP. And it's hilarious because I've watched the video back, and the people that invade me in the forest, they're all wearing like boar helmets and using drake swords, so I think I might make a level 50 character just to go to the forest to see if I can attract some of these low level guys, just to see what they do. Because the irony now, of course, is as I've had a lot of experience player versus playering, whereas on this, I'd had 2 invasions, so you're about to see my real cherry get popped. Because I believe this was the first time I actively sought invasions. The other 2 were literally, I was in human form trying to get Kirkapir in the Demon Ruins, and somebody came in and bummed me with Dark Moonblade. And the other one was, of course, on the playthrough, when I was in Anor Londo with my girlfriend and Aiden, and I was talking and I didn't realise I was in human form, and I got rocked up by Smough with the Black Knight Halberd. Which is hilarious, because I wouldn't lose to those people anymore, which just goes to show Dark Souls is such an experienced thing. It really is. Because any game you can play for a prolonged period of time and get better in, but there are certain games where you really have to learn how to get better. You can't just be naturally good, you have to learn. And this is one of them, and you really do see the benefits and see the rewards of it, which is great. But thanks for watching, and you take care now.